Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. I don't know how many times I've said that over 20-something years, but this keeps
like,
what?
They play a song on the radio. The songwriter and stuff. They get a royalty for that. Do you get anything for that?
Oh yeah,
thing?
I get a whole lot. It's a.
You don't get around much anymore.
No, I get a lot of royalties. They mostly have to use medication to take care of
There's
them.
a furniture company.
Oh, that's something else. Yeah, that's something else. Dave Gabbard, Gene Smith. We're going to close out today's show, and what better way to close it out with a couple of puns from a pun man that I have so much respect for and was here since the very first show.
Can you believe that?
We have
22 years ago.
And we're such young fellas.
I know. We hadn't changed at all.
Well, let's get off of that real quick.
We wore out several
we don't
producers,
but we have worn out. No, but Shelby has kept us straight. But and Dave has been with us since the turn of the century, just about.
Yeah.
This has been part of the team, and this man's coming on with us right now has played an important part in my journalistic career. I was able to discover Billy Montague and his family and become lifelong friends with he and his wife Teresa. And what a service he does. He's a farmer and he's a passion for rabbit hunting. So who better to close out this show now that all the deer hunters are out of the woods. The duck hunters are out of the blinds, and it's now time for the small game hunter. And now Billy Montague can get it rolling with Billy's Guide Service. Good morning, Billy Montague.
Good morning, Mr. Larry and the whole crew. Thank you for having me on there. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all have really been good to us.
We've been around, haven't we, Billy? I mean,
nowhere near enough, but we have been around.
I think I was one of the first people to write about you. I think I was.
Yes, sir. You really are, and you wrote the best story, and you still do. And
yeah.
You are awesome.
I found some pictures, Billy. I went back in my vaulted treasures yesterday, and I did not. You were a pretty young-looking guy. I don't know how many sticks you've been through, but man, you had dark hair and all this kind of stuff. These pictures, I've got a Billy Montague folder, and I need to put it together and send it to Billy and Dave. Rabbit hunting. Billy, talk about the legacy of rabbit hunting because most people like me.
I think every kid started out rabbit hunting.
Squirrel hunting or rabbit hunting?
Squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting.
I started out really rabbit hunting before squirrel hunting.
Me too.
So, Billy, I mean, you're really trying to continue a legacy, aren't you, Billy? I mean,
I am. It has really been great. We take a lot of father and son, father and daughters, father, grandpa, and with a grandson, 3 generations like that, or just friends, and it's really been good to us. Everybody's been so nice to us, and 90% of our hunting now is on their land.
On their land, yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi, we still carry 12, 13 dogs with us at a time. Still have the bologna, ham, and cheese.
There it
All
goes.
right.
Yes, yeah.
And no, you're talking about sticks. I'm on number 4 stick. Right
number 4 stick, because you got to get in the hole sometime. But I know this year, Billy, your rabbit hunting is your passion, but farming's your business, right? I mean,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Farming is my business, but we have been rabbit hunting several times and have found several rabbits. And everybody has been so nice to me. I still have my old clients, but we're still picking up new clients, and we still have some days available, but it has really been good. It goes to the last day of February, all 3 states.
All 3 states, and, of course, you got a kind of a late start, Billy. A lot of farmers did because they were still in the field and things like that. But February is a great month to rabbit hunt, right, Billy? I mean,
it is. It's mating season, so when you find one rabbit, you usually find another one pretty close by.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun, and it's just been good to us. And people not ready to put their guns down, so I'm very lucky they call me up because they done shot all the deer they want and been duck hunting all they want.
Yeah.
So they get to go hunting, and I love it.
You got a policy here, Billy. First thing, you don't shoot what? I mean, you have
The
a.
dog.
You don't shoot me.
You don't shoot
my dog.
That's right.
Yeah, the dog is the most important.
Amen to that.
Don't shoot your guide, don't shoot your partner, but the main thing is don't shoot your dog.
The dog, yeah.
Because
right.
you have and somebody, Dave, you might have. Has he kind of skimmed over 13 dogs? So how many dogs you got right now, Billy Montague?
We probably have 20-some total that we hunt, but we carry 10 or 12, 13. It's just like going to church. If you got 1 or 2 people singing, it sounds good.
Oh,
yes.
If you got 10 or 12, if you got 100 people singing, it sounds so much better.
Oh, yeah. What are you talking
And
about?
you know the sound of these dogs, Billy.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
always you know which one's which, right? I mean, I don't know how you do
Yes,
that.
I know Jack and Joe, Susie. I know which one barks. It's if they not telling the truth that moment. And
How do you know
then
that, Billy? Do they actually bark different? I mean, is there a?
They do. And they got little different sounds, just like you would know your kids or whatever. And
That's amazing.
It's pretty neat. And I tell people, no, that's not a rabbit. Yes, it is. Get your gun ready. And it's been so much fun.
All right, so now all of us have experienced. Are you hunting swamps? Or are you hunting cottontail? What do you do? What are you doing primarily in February right now? Are you doing
Either one? We hunt a little bit of both. Whatever people call me to go. All my land had been used up, but people call me up and say, "Will your dogs run swamp rabbit?" I said,
Yes,
"Sometimes."
yeah.
Will your dogs run cottontail rabbit? Yes, sometimes. And we just have a big difference. And the difference between a swamp rabbit and a cottontail rabbit is a cottontail rabbit weighs about a pound. A swamp rabbit weighs about 5 pounds. And so they about 5 times as big, and it's just so much fun to be with them.
Well, Billy, I want to tell our listeners how they can get in touch with you to set up a hunt.
They can call me at my phone number at 901-465-3852.
That's it, folks. And set up a hunt with Billy till the end of the month. He's got some spots open. I guarantee you'll have a great time. You'll get some bologna and cheese sandwiches. The fellowship will be there.
Something to remember,
Something to remember, and, just don't shoot the state bird. I tell Billy that all the time because
yes, sir.
Because
that's my first 3 people, but they still come back.
They still come back. Okay, all right, but they got the limit on state
years.
birds. We don't want that. Billy Montague.
We don't want that happen.
No, we love you, brother. Thank you for stopping
Thanks
with
for having me. It's an honor.
We'll get back with you, okay, Billy? All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Billy Montague. Just go to LarryRay.com. We'll have some information about Billy and his rabbit hunting guide service. All right, we got to have another pun. This a couple of puns, and Dave, I know February for you is a time to get all your reloading and everything else. Everybody else may clean out rooms. Dave has projects going all the time, but he's a project man. But speaking of project, okay, let's have another pun.
All right. Do you know what you call a imitation noodle?
What you call an imitation noodle?
Imposter.
Imposter.
An imposter.
Where do you get those? I mean, do they come to you during the night? You've always been
Well,
there.
some of the ladies at church bought me joke book because I starting to run out of material.
Okay.
One of them is old jokes for old folks, but some of those in there are so sad. Because talking about going to the doctor and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't want to do that. We want to keep that. So, okay. Well, thank you, Gene.
Yes, sir.
For being
Enjoy
with
it.
us. Dave, got any closing thoughts here? We got to get out here. And
I just, there's still the, like Ron was talking about, that in February we're bound to have several nice days, so that kind of sets the crappie fishermen off. So
yeah.
Out there on that water, you need to especially have that PFD on because
yes,
you might have an air set temperature of 65 degrees, but I guarantee you that water is at the port.
No, you got to be prepared, and if it's a pretty day in February, that if Dave's not on the water, I know where he'll be. He'll be carrying them sticks around. We call, he'll be playing golf, but. It's also February is also a big month in West Tennessee for one of the oldest sporting events held every year, and that's the National Bird Dog Championships at Ames Plantation. Folks, it's coming up. Next week's show, we will talk to Rick Carlisle of Ames Plantation, the director out there who works for UT. And
if we find you Shetland pony? You go ride with them?
No, I'm not riding. No, I'm not. Don't get me on that. Me and horses don't get along. But a week from, if I'm not mistaken, a week from tonight, they'll be drawing at Bryan Hall. But we'll find out all that next Saturday when you can find out how many dogs have entered. I know my good friend Gary Lester is going to be back there trying to win another national championship. If you've never been to the National Bird Dog Championship, you need to go. There's no grandstands and stuff like that, but you can drive along the road or watch the dogs work. You can be there for the grand champion announcement. There's so many other different things that are going along. And then, of course, February is a wonderful time for boat shows, and we got one coming up here on the 17th, 18th, and 19th at the Agri Center. It's the annual, 50-plus years of the Mid-South Sports Boat and RV Show. I'll be out there. Got great seminars and things along that line. But, again, it's also a great time to go trout fishing on the Little Red River. And we'll talk with Lindsey White and Jay Gutermuth on next week's show about what's going on trout-wise. Thank you, Gene Smith.
Yes, sir. Enjoyed it.
Thank you, Dave Gabbard. Okay. Always. And, of course, couldn't do it without Shelby McCall. So let's get out of here. And as I always say, it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.